Howdy, howdy, everybody, and welcome to another Cannibal Crossing Quickie. Today, we're going to be talking about my trip to the dentist today, and just going over the general important nature of taking care of your teeth, which is why I titled it as such. I'm not talking. I am going to be talking about my experience at the dentist, but generally, take care of your teeth. All right, if you're going to leave before the 30-second mark, please, for the love of God, take care of your teeth. It's very important, and if you don't, it costs a lot of money later, and also gets a lot of hardship and pain down the line. So, now that's out of the way, let's talk about it today. So, I just pretty much got back, like an hour ago, I guess. I came back from the dentist, and it was not exactly what I was expecting. Well, I guess kind of what I was expecting, but also kind of not. I know my teeth are kind of bunk, like it's been, I think, like 3 or 4 years since I've actually been to the dentist, so it's been a long time. And it's not like I've done that because I figured, oh, I can take care of it myself. There were, for at least like 2 of those years, 2 or 3, I didn't really take care of my teeth. I just was like, oh, they're fine. I got good genetics. I was told that. So I was like, okay, I got good genetics. I'll be fine. My teeth are great. I haven't gotten a cavity yet. We're doing awesome. So I barely brushed. I barely flossed. I never flossed. I never did anything like that. And I realized eventually, like a year or ish ago, that that's stupid. That's dumb. What's wrong with me? Because like sometimes, like, you eventually get to the point where you're like, I should start caring about things. At least for me, I eventually finally hit the point of I should start caring about things. So I started caring about my general health because pretty good thing to take care of. Probably the most important thing to take care of is your own health, mental and physical, of course. But for me, I need to focus more on the physical health because holy shit, I'm a mess in that regard. It's kind of crazy. And so, like over the past like year or so, probably a little over a year, but I can't. I'm so bad with time. I have no idea. But around a year, I've actually been like brushing my teeth. Usually like once a day, sometimes twice if I'm feeling really productive. Flossing usually takes place when I do that, but if I ever go like brush my teeth at work, I don't have floss on me, so I don't floss at work. So on average, I'll floss like maybe 2 or 3 times a week, which still isn't really that bad. Like they say to floss like every other day at least, and I feel like they want every day obviously, but every other day. So I'm like, oh, okay. I feel like I'm kind of hitting that mark, but obviously, it's too little, too late, at least for me, in particular, because again, as I mentioned, there was I never really flossed until like a year ago, so I never really did any of that flossing stuff, and brushing my teeth was very few and far between, and even as a kid, I would brush with water. I wouldn't even brush with toothpaste because I hated mint. I still do, but I accept it now because it's like I need to use this, so obviously I'm just gonna get used to it, and I mean I'm pretty used to it now. But especially as a kid, I never really fucking took care of my teeth because it was just a gross thing to do. I didn't care. I didn't take care of like any of my personal hygiene at all as a kid. So it was a mess. And so I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to the dentist, not necessarily because of anything too bad. It's just because I was, I just figured I should probably start caring about that. So I made the appointment. As I think I mentioned this before, I made an appointment for February, which was like 2-month wait already on top of that, and then I had to wait a whole other month because it snowed on the one day I was trying to get a dentist appointment, which is like, it happens, and I was very, very livid and upset about that in the moment, but after going there, I could give less of a shit, because they're just such nice, really just helpful people over there, and that I'm so grateful for, because I know a lot of dentists and a lot of other places I've been to for like general health have not been so nice. Like my last dentist back in Brooklyn, but also it's Brooklyn, so you can't really expect a positive experience anywhere, so that's pretty fair. But yeah, I come in like super early because I don't drive, so I get Ubers, and I don't trust Ubers around here because I'm kind of in the middle of nowhere. So not necessarily in the middle of nowhere, but like nowhere enough that no one's gonna want to be driving around here. Like just yesterday, I had to, like for St. Patrick's Day, I was late by a few minutes because for an hour I spent an hour trying to get Ubers. They would be like, "Oh, this one's 11 minutes away. Cancel," because it sees how far away. I'm like not in the city-ish area, so they're not getting as many customers, I guess. Especially since it's St. Patrick's Day, they probably just want a bunch of people who are going like 2 minutes away to drink more. So, it is what it is. So it took me like an hour to get that ride, and I was a little late, which sucks. So I didn't want to take any chances today, so I got a car super, super early, and I got there like 40 minutes early. I'm like, okay, this is cool. I'm just going to chill. And I chilled, because it was good. I don't mind just sitting there doing nothing. It's pretty much all I do every day if I'm not at work. So, pretty good stuff. And I got there, and after a while, they do call me in, and they're like, okay, we're just going to take some x-rays, we're going to examine your teeth, and they notice some pretty jarring problems. I thought I was going in for a cleaning as well, but I think given the nature of what I'm about to say, they're gonna get to that because they discovered that my gums are a disaster. Like they said, okay, you have a whole bunch of shit. All right, so first of all, my molars, my wisdom teeth are coming out, and they're coming out funky, which is fair. I know that. I've been seeing it happen. Like the bottom ones are definitely kind of protruding real weird. Completely fair. So they're like, we get to consult for that. I'm like, okay, that's great. It's fine. Like overall, I'm okay with that. I just know it costs a fuck ton to actually get your wisdom teeth out. So I'm a little bit nervous about seeing the inevitable bill for that, but we will get to that when we get to that. It's whatever. But then they mentioned that I had well, they mentioned gingivitis, because they're like, gingivitis is usually like the first stage in like, gum disease, like your gums start being like a little bit bleedy, a little inflammatory, but then it progresses to what I have called periodontal disease, or periodontitis, or whatever, or periodontitis, I don't fucking know. All I know is that it is the next step, which is bad, very bad, because it starts to deteriorate at the jawbone and your gums, so it starts actually like eating away at your jawbone, which is you kind of need that bone. I'm gonna break it to you guys. You need that bone pretty well. And yeah, like it was all mainly a result of me not obviously taking care of my teeth for a while, and especially with the flossing would have probably saved all of this trouble, because it was all a bunch of plaque buildup that was going like super into like the wedges between my teeth, so it was like infecting my gums, which then was sitting for so long because I didn't want to go to a dentist and I didn't floss. I didn't really care for my teeth until like a year ago. It's been bad. It was pretty. It's getting pretty bad to say the least. So they need to do a full deep cleaning of my mouth, or they're just gonna shred everything off of my face. Not my teeth, but like all the plaque and stuff. Like a cleaning, which I thought I was gonna get, can only do so much. A basic cleaning can only get so much. This needs to be a deep cleaning where they're literally gonna like try to like sedate my mouth, which I am nervous about because of a family issue that happened with that I'm not gonna talk about in detail. But they hit a nerve when they weren't supposed to hit a nerve. They're not supposed to hit a nerve, but they hit a nerve with this nerve numbing agent stuff, and it's been a nightmare for them. So I'm afraid that's gonna happen to me. But I guess not really too much, because these guys seem very trustworthy, seem very nice. But obviously every dentist does. You don't let someone stick things in your mouth unless you trust them. But yeah, they told me that, so that's going to be a 2-day process. So I'm actually going to be back in there tomorrow, and then Wednesday, very, very early in the morning to do that, because they're going to clean one half for like an hour, and then the other half for like an hour. It's going to be brutal. It's going to be awful for everyone involved, especially me. So it's going to be great. And then they're going to do like procedural checkups just to make sure everything's going good, and I'm more than okay with that. And that's the thing. And then also, I guess I can get to the last part. They saw some, I don't know if they called them cavities. I don't really see a cavity, but they said there's 3 cavities, so we gotta fill those out. There's like 2 on the teeth or something. There's one like in between the teeth, which I didn't know you could do. I didn't know you can have it in between the teeth cavity. But maybe it's because my teeth are so fucked up. I don't know. But they said they weren't bad. That's it. They said all these problems themselves are bad, but just given the state of them, it's still treatable. It's still not the worst that you could see. Considering I haven't been to a dentist and for several years I didn't care about my teeth, they said it was pretty good, all things considered. But obviously it could be better, and so they're going to help me get it better, which is good. And that's just it. And that's kind of the thing I want to mention at the end of this. I am not really all that terrified of doing this. Obviously, the price is more than I would have hoped. My dental insurance sucks, which is fair because I didn't ask for better dental insurance because I didn't think I'd need better dental insurance. But here I am needing it and not having it. But you know, so as a result, I'm probably going to increase the dental insurance that I have with my work, which is like, you know, hopefully at least a little bit better. But who knows? I don't know. We'll have to see. There's a lot of things I need to think about with this. It's not just all like, oh, I have one. I'm gonna fix it all in one day. It's gonna be great. No, there's a lot to this. So it's gonna be interesting. Figuring out all this stuff, but overall, I'm fine with the price. Like, it's not like it's fairly expensive, but it's not like I am going to be paranoid for the rest of my life because I know I can't afford this, but I need it. You know, like I'm going in tomorrow and I'm gonna pay for it. So I mean, it's not like it's not super bad, especially considering the past couple months for me have not been the best for just saving money. So it's good. It's good that it's not terrible. It's bad, but it's not terrible. Quite like my teeth, bad but not terrible. But yeah, that's it. That's the only thing I'm really worried about. I don't know how much it's gonna be to get the wisdom teeth out. I know it could be pretty expensive, and I doubt my fucking insurance is gonna cover nearly any of it. So that'll be fun. But either way, I'm excited. Which is a weird thing to say. Is that you're excited about this sort of stuff, but I am, because as I mentioned in fixing a hole just yesterday, and also Thursday when I did it live, I enjoy this process because it's finally me taking hold of my own health and care and all that sort of stuff. Just actually giving a shit about myself. It feels good. It feels really good and feels inviting, and honestly, I broke down a couple times, not because of the price or the problems or anything like that. I'm starting to tear up now because I'm just grateful that I can fix this. I've been put in a position where I can, and I want to. You know, like, more than anything, the fact that I want to really just it hits good in my soul. Because for a while I didn't really want to do that. I didn't really care about that sort of stuff. And to care about it now makes me feel really good about myself and my future and my potential of not having diseases in my mouth anymore. So overall, just again, take care of your teeth, because otherwise, if I just took care of my teeth a little bit better throughout the past few years, I wouldn't have this problem. And obviously, as far as they're concerned, they said everything should be able to repair itself. They said I had good genetics, clearly, because somehow it has not gotten worse. It's bad, but it's not like it's not. They said because it's been so long, it should have been so fucking terrible, but it's not. So they have hope. They believe it's gonna all fix itself in due time, especially if I get the help that I need for it, which I'm gonna do. So I'm pretty again, I'm excited because it's just me getting a hold of myself, which I haven't done ever. Like, this last month has really been me actually taking a hold of myself and shaking me and say, give a shit, you fucking idiot. So yeah, it's really all I have to say. It's also, I guess what I have to say, I'm going to probably do a community post again as well. Tomorrow I was going to stream. I'm probably not going to stream because I have a consultation at 8 in the morning and then a dentist appointment at 1:30 in the afternoon. So technically speaking, I could fit a stream between those windows, but I would rather take that time just to get myself in the right headspace for that. I might stream afterwards. I might. I don't know. And then Wednesday I have an appointment super early, I think like 7:45. So if that goes well, then I should be home well before 10. So maybe I can do something before I go to work, but again, I might not. So if anything, I'll probably see you Thursday for this week and read this Strange Diva conversation. Probably live again. Because again, it's been a minute since I've been live, and I like going live. I think I only went live once last week, and I'm going to be live again probably once this week. I'm sorry. I want to be live more. It's just this, again, I packed a lot into March. Didn't expect to. But yeah, it's kind of wild. So that's pretty much all I have to say for now. Thanks for joining. It's a bit of a longer Cannibal Crossing Quickie, but it's also not long enough to become a stranded deep in conversation. And I'd rather get it out of the way now because I am. And I'll probably go more in depth about it on Thursday anyway, because that'll be the end of this whole saga. Presumably, because then again, I still need to get the fillings. Like, this is only for the teeth cleaning. I still need fillings apparently. So I've never had one before, so that's gonna be fun. And then obviously I still need to get everything figured out for the wisdom teeth. So whole bunch of problems. But you know what? They're gonna get fixed. And once they're fixed, I obviously have things I need to do to take care of it. But it's not an issue anymore, which is I'm looking forward to. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye now.